What's going on, Melissa? So, we just got here to our campground, Camp Petitsaga, and we figured it's about time that we put our snap pad on. This campground is massive. We just got here to our campground, Camp Petitsaga, and we figured it's about time that we put our snap pad on. This took a while to get because of COVID and all sorts of things and things being sold out, and then we switched rigs and blah, 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 blah. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put our snap pad on. You're supposed to put a little bit of soap. Hopefully our awesome spray soap works to help it slide on. Because then once it's on forever. And by the way, this stuff is so good and it smells so good. It actually, believe it or not, it makes me want to do the dishes. I'm telling you, sour apple, amazing. We'll link it below. I know that seems weird, but it's good soap. And I think it saves water when you're knocking. All right, so go ahead and turn on your jack. Bring the bad boy down. And then the weight of the rig should just pop this thing right on. Once these things are on, they're just on for good. Lives there. It's its new home. Hopefully this works right. You only get one shot. You only get one opportunity.
To seize everything you ever wanted. Or just let it slip.
Looks crooked. Here we go, 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 here we go. Wow. You know what, guys? That was just like Cinderella. The shoe just fit, you know? All right, so what is cool about this is a couple things. So it does give you a little bit more distance. It protects any surface that you're on. So not only does it protect your foot on your jack, but it also protects asphalt, concrete, stuff like that. And it gives it a wider base and it gives it grip. So there's a lot of reasons to get these snap pads. We'll link it below if you need to snag one for yourself, or if you got a fifth wheel, you know, it'll be multiple. They sell them in sets and they make all different kinds.
What's up?
Do you think we should tell people about this campground?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Be like, what's up, guys? We're Jesse and Melissa with Adventure Endeavor. Today we're going to be telling you about
Camp Petitsaga. I can't take you seriously when you talk like that.
Camp Petitsaga, located here in Michigan's Mitten. Okay, but real story, hashtag truth. We're going to tell you guys about this campground here in Michigan.
Yeah.
How long are we staying here? Like 5 days?
Yeah.
And what is this? This is campground review. What does this have to offer?
Well, I mean, while we're talking about the number of days that we're staying, I just wanted to let you know that there's a 2-night minimum here for any of the sites, 14-day maximum. They have sites of all different sizes. They're quite level. Almost all of them are gravel. Some are dirt. They're quite big. You know, we've got enough room for 2 cars here and our RV.
Yeah.
And we could probably fit a 3rd car here if we wanted to.
Almost all the sites have water and power. They have a 50 amp, which is sweet. Mm-hmm. Ours has water. There are a few camp spots that are primitive, which is like a tent site, so they'll have no hookups. And then they actually have a lot of handicap accessible sites, which is really nice too.
Yeah, they do. And they have a few pull-through sites with sewer hookups available. I believe there's about 5 of those towards the beginning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Camp Petitsaga has 90 RV sites, and they do have a handful of 4-season cabins available too. So let's go check those out.
This campground is massive. So we're actually gonna hop in the Jeep, cruise around, show you guys a few of the things that we like, talk about it, you know, typical thing like that. If the Jeep will start.
There's a lot of stuff and things happening in that statement.
The Jeep is not liking the cold weather.
There's a really nice bathroom right here. Showers too. I'm always super happy when we roll up to a new campground and they have recycling receptacles.
And Michigan actually does redemption for cans. So if you buy cans in the state and you bring them in, you can get 10 cents per can, but don't crush them. We found out the hard way.
Yeah, you can't get your 10 cents
So
back if you crush the cans.
in Southern California, you crush them just to save space, and they weigh them and they recycle them and they pay you. But out here, apparently people like put rocks in them and stuff, and like.
Well, also
random
people
junk.
bring them from other states where they've bought them and try to redeem them in Michigan, which I think is the bigger problem.
It's like that episode of Seinfeld.
That's exactly what it's like.
We're here at the entrance of Camp Petitesga, and I gotta say, one thing to be aware of is it's about 20 minutes from any grocery store or town, which is, what is the Petoskey?
Yeah, that's the
Petoskey.
closest town.
But the roads in are not nice. They are paved, if you want to call it that, but like we're here looking at it, and there's tons of potholes. It's just really rough. They get rough weather up here in the winter, and I imagine it's just hard to maintain. So when you're coming in, you might want to go a little slower and watch out for potholes, because it was pretty nasty. Melissa was towing. Any thoughts on that road coming in?
I mean, I basically had to like drive in the middle of the road and like straddle the center line because it was really, really bad on both sides.
Yeah,
Avoid any
probably if it
potholes.
was dirt, it might have been better.
Yeah.
As you pull in to this campground, you'll see a dump station on your left. Might not be a big deal if you're a weekender, but for full-timers, we pulled in and our tanks were full. So we were able to do a U-turn, go into this dump station, and then do a U-turn to go back into the campground, but you might have to double think that. You might have to double check that if you're in a bigger rig. It's really nice if you're leaving the campground, totally fine, easy. But if you are coming in and you need to dump and then go to your spot, it might be difficult.
Yeah, you might have to go into the campground, drive around one of the loops, turn around, come and dump, and then go back into your spot.
Yeah, we barely made it.
The check-in process here is super simple. All
Very
you
nice.
have to do is grab your name tag off of this little post here where they leave them all for you. And then when you get to your site, you just plop it right in your, what do you call it? Post, your little chingadera. There you go.
Yeah, that was super nice. Obviously, they have firewood, honor system, and they do say, because it was just the 4th of July, no fireworks allowed here, which is like, I feel like that's pretty common? I don't know.
I don't know. They do allow sparklers though.
Yes. So one of the main draws, I think, for this area is obviously it's pretty. It's a little bit out here, which the sites are nice and big, and you get more space, and it's calm and it's quiet. But I think one of the big things too is the lake. So this is going to be Pickerel Lake. They allow boats and canoes and all that stuff, but they recommend not swimming in it because you can get swimmer's itch.
So that actually depends on the time of the year. It's tested for water quality constantly, and you can find the results online. So it varies at different times of the year. Sometimes it's unsafe for swimming, and sometimes it's totally fine.
You should probably listen to her. That Four Season cabin?
That's the one.
I think they have 4 of them, right?
4, 5, 6, 7 maybe.
They get a few 4 Season cabins, so if you're interested in something like that, that's kind of cool. Could you imagine being here in the winter? Cold! So this is Pickerel Lake. You know what's really cool about this spot too is, not that we have kids, but you know, for us personally, there's a lot of like jungle gyms and playgrounds.
There's the nice little swimmer's beach right here on the shore of Lake Pickerel, but it's a little bit too cold for us to be swimming this time. But nice little, picnic area, playground, and pavilion that you can rent out for events. If you're concerned about needing cell service when you're out here, they do have Wi-Fi available at the front office only. T-Mobile reception is really not great here at all. We're barely getting anything, barely able to load a web page, honestly. AT&T is pretty fast. Download speeds and upload speeds were fine. And Verizon was about 5 down, like 4 up. So not great, nothing fantastic, but AT&T is probably going to be your best bet out here. So all in all, we have to say that we really love this campground. They have tons of walking trails, scattered all around. Great for hiking and cross-country skiing if you're here in the winter.
Yeah, what would you rate it, babe?
I'm probably gonna go with a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
9 out of 10.
That's very generous, and it's a rookie rating.
Rookie.
Yeah, and even numbers are rookie. I would probably give it a 7.25. The reason I wouldn't give it a 9 is because the road on the way in is pretty hammered. But mainly, I would deduct some points for the poor internet. We
Oh,
work
okay.
on the road full time. Internet is kind of slow. I could see like a 8.75
Okay.
if it had good internet and the road was a little nicer. Other than that, it's great. So it really is a good spot. We really enjoyed it, and we hope you guys enjoyed this campground review.
Well, I would just like to throw out a little bit rebuttal to that statement, being that the road in is largely out of control of the campground itself, and most people aren't really going to care about the internet.
Yeah, but this is a personal review.
Yeah, but it's also for our viewers.
But it will be great. It's a good spot, and we hope you guys enjoy these videos. You know, we don't stay at that many campgrounds, but when we do, we like to film these, and hopefully you got some value out of it.
Thanks for watching.